Hello friends, it's SecretDoorGaming. I've got a real treat for you tonight. I'm playing a free indie game on itch called Binary Star Hero. I am a serious freak for superheroes. Not superstars, superheroes. I love superheroes. When I was just a kid, all I wanted to be when I grew up was to be a superhero. I don't know if you ever did when you were a child, or a small little wee toddler or whatever. I used to tie a blanket around my neck and then jump off the couch thinking I was Batgirl or Batman or Superman or Supergirl. It was one of my favorite things to do, is just fly around with my cape attached, well, not my cape, my blanket, attached to my neck, and I would just run around the house thinking I was the greatest and I was gonna save the world. Anyways, 20 years later, I grew up and yeah, I never became that superhero, but you know, you have that superhero, every part of you in your little far off recesses of your heart or your mind. There is a superhero in every one of us, and I have to play this game, but I think it is a little bit of a yandere game, so and there was a warning, so I do hope it doesn't get too raunchy, but I will try to keep it tame, and yeah, let's start the game. And it's really cool when you move around the little stars. When your icon, the whole thing moves around. So yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. So let's start the game. Oh my god. YouTube gods, please don't ban me. Look at all the bad stuff in here. Oh boy, we're in for a treat. Or maybe not a treat. Okay. It says, by continuing past this screen, you are agreeing to have read all above content warnings and are taking full responsibility for your own media consumption. Okay, I'm gonna maybe have to block my eyes. Let's see. If it gets too raunchy, we may have to stop. So let's try. Let's continue. In the modern era of superheroes and supervillains, I was just a regular villain. And I say was very intentionally here. My days of crime are officially over. I didn't go out in a large, daring stunt or in insane wealth like most may assume that a villain would. Most may assume that villains finally retire when nature makes an end of our perpetual greed and selfishness, eventually spiraling into self-sabotage, becoming our own undoing. But that was not me. I had loans to pay off, medications to afford, a family to support. I was not looking for a beautiful life full of luxury or Gatsby-level grandeur. I only wanted to survive. Yeah, like all of us. And sometimes we can only survive in the best way we know how. For me, that was stealing from others. I didn't take from the average Joe. My targets were specifically 7 figures and above. Well, sometimes I would stoop, but they always deserved it. But now it's over. I went out nameless. As long as you know what to take, what they can afford to lose, they will never search you out. I'm not proud of what I have done. Okay, that's a lie. I'm a little proud. But not many knew of me. I was never infamous enough to attract the attention of the heroes. But the underground crime world sure knew me. They referred to me as, oh, so I'm not a superhero, I'm a villain? Oh, that just broke me. Okay, well, let's think of what to call. Starlight Sparkles. Or I heard that name before, but I don't know. I just kind of like it. It just rings a tone, or just makes me happy when I say it. Starlight Sparkles. All right, let's go for that one. Starlight Sparkles. Maybe I was a villain in my past life. And in Famia, I even gained a small fan following of fellow criminals. But that doesn't change the fact that those days are over for me. My loans are paid off. My family has a proper safety net. I can afford my medication for a while at least. Oh, I'm a villain on medication? What's going on with me? Do I have diabetes or something? It was a means to an end. And now, the present day me. Maybe I ate a lot of candy or something when I was a villain. That's why I got diabetes. To make fun of anyone who's got diabetes. It's a horrible disease. Ayo, newbie. Pass me some napkins. Some old fart dropped his coffee. Ayo, ayo. Girl, I'm looking at the clock. Oh, look, it's the pixelated, like, it's supposed to be like a comic book. Only 9 a.m. It's kind of making me dizzy, though, the graphics. I sigh heavily. My coworker's voice grating on my ears. I passed my 9 a.m. annoyance some napkins. If you sigh like that, you only bring yourself bad luck, newbie. Yeah, I'm gonna need more napkins than this. Gramps spilled like it's whole coffee. Whole bean coffee, hee 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 hee. Do I work in a coffee shop? I glance a glare at my coworker Miles. Oh, am I in a coffee shop now? I'm not like a villain anymore? I am about to ask if he is high at 9 in the morning when he cuts me off. Hey, by the way, what's your name again? If I ask Hales, they'll explode at me. I'm Starlight Sparkles, just remember that. He laughed sheepishly, scratching his head. My name. Well, I thought my name was Starlight Sparkles. Now I need to name myself again? Okay, well, I normally go by my handle. Celine. My name is Celine. My name is Celine. We have been working here together for over a month, Miles. Oh wait, now, maybe I'm not the villain. Am I something else now? Oh, I'm so confused. Oh right, Celine. Don't be mad, I promise I'll remember next time. The left brain is arguing with the right brain, and the right brain is arguing with the left brain, and I don't really know what's going on right now. Miles walks towards the spill with an incredible amount of napkins in hand. Miles, you know we have a cleaning supplies closet, right? If you just wipe it up with napkins, it's going to be sticky. Sheesh, newbie. I don't tell you how to live your life. I shoot a glare at Miles. Please, stop calling me newbie. Yeah, before I punch that smirk off your face. Mind you, his smirk kind of looks like, you know, like one of those little cat smiles. Little kitty cat smiles. Okay, I get it, sure. My legs are like super sore from stock this morning, though. Do you mind cleaning it up and I'll man the register? Hale said you aren't allowed on the register anymore after charging a customer $20 extra. That was only one. For the third time in one day, Miles. Just be chill. Hale's only take your side because... Because of what, Miles? Oh, this is my boss? Oh, she's so cute. I like her green hair. Haley's tall, unimpressed stare gazes at Miles. Haley, how are you so quiet? Miles. Yeah. Go clean up the mess. Haley hands Miles a mop and a bucket. Miles hangs his head walking towards the spill while dragging the mop and bucket behind him. Yeah. Miles grumbles, stalking back to the spill. Haley sighs deeply, laying on the counter next to me. They grab a slightly burnt croissant from the discards pile and pick at it. I swear, I have never seen Miles do things the right way, even if only 1% more effort is required. Haley's stare lingers on Miles' sneakers. Damn, if those lay-ons aren't cool though. I look at the flashy black agreed shoes Miles is sporting. I can't resist a good sneaker, even if it's being sported on the least deserving person possible. Aren't those things like a couple hundred at least? Yep. Haley sighs. Maybe I should just steal them when he takes his afternoon nap in the storage room. How about it? Want to be my partner in crime? I don't think I'm quite cut out for a life of villainy. Sorry to disappoint, Hale. Haley drops a casual pat on my shoulder. Don't worry about it, Celine. Just keep being a kick-butt barista and we are cool. Haley and I sat in the ambience of the cafe and I wiped down the countertops as Haley picked up the scone. The position in which Haley was standing gave them direct line of sight onto Miles' activities. Miles' current demeanor of a hard-working cafe employee indicated that he felt the hawk-like stare. I sigh again, glancing upward at the clock. I'm gonna turn down the music a bit. I always find it so distracting, and it seems to get louder with time. Maybe that's just me. Don't get too impatient, you still have a full 5 left to go. Feels like forever. Maybe you should just pick up a more exciting job then. More exciting than a minimum wage cafe employee? I can't even imagine. This is all the excitement I want to handle. Actually, this would be like an incredible job for me. I would love this. I'm gonna be like, no, I love this. I prefer a boring life. Excitement usually means trouble. You look like you're speaking from experience. Hale leans in close, their long hair trickling over their shoulder. Ooh, getting up close and personal. What secrets are you hiding, Celine? I should be more concerned about your secrets, Hale. Haley raises an eyebrow curiously. I mean, if you happen to get arrested for something crazy like insurance fraud, I'd be out of a job. Insurance fraud? Do I look that shady to you? Haley huffs jokingly. Then you could finally leave me to rot in prison and get your dream job. Yeah, and what's my dream job? I cross my arms and tilt my head curiously. I don't know, a cafe job sounds kind of like a dream job to me. Well, much free coffee as you want, maybe? Croissants? Pastries? Get to go through, like, eat all the leftovers? Leftover pastries that nobody wants? Oh, that sounds yummy. Hale levels their gaze at me. I don't know, maybe like a superhero. Haley was more monotone than ever, but I could tell it was an obvious joke. No, that's like my dream job, to be a superhero. All I ever wanted to be when I grew up is to be a superhero. Yeah, I really look like the type, huh? I drawl out sarcastically. Maybe your superhero name could be like the Pessimister or something. No, I'm Starlight Sparkles. I laugh. A small twinkle shines behind Haley's eyes. Oh yeah, and what will I do? Bum the villains out so much they decide to go home? I mock a superhero pose. You there, disgusting villain. Don't you have any idea about the money you are stealing? Inflation is on the rise. That money will be worth next to nothing in 2 years. Hee 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 hee. She's laughing. Haley covers their face and turns their back. She attempted to regain composure, but I felt a little disappointed I wasn't able to see their expression. Wow, you could totally go for it. You're even bumming me out. I smile wide and laugh a bit at the ridiculousness of it. That's what I like about you, Celine. You feel like the only other person that truly couldn't give a poop about the heroes. What? I love the heroes. Superheroes. Give me more superheroes. I wish I could look out my window and there was superheroes flying around. That would just be the best day ever. Don't you ever have that dream? You know the dream I'm talking about. Maybe you don't. Alright. Even villains tend to have favorite heroes. But you truly couldn't care less. Why is that? I shrug and mumble out some random reason. Taxpayer money and all that. Can I order? My head springs up at the customer on the other side of the counter. They rub their arm awkwardly. Poop. How long were they standing there? I wanted to die of embarrassment. My head whizzed over to Haley, but they already took advantage of the moment and trotted off to some other part of the cafe. My cheeks felt hot as I glanced up at the man. Oh, he looks horrible. It's like the cat dragged him in from dude, you need to eat some pastries. You're so skinny. Oh my goodness, my stomach's growling just by looking. You can play the xylophone on your bones. Oh my goodness, you need some food in you, dude. Hello, sorry about that. I didn't see you there. No problem. I prefer it that way. What? Never mind. Let's just stop talking. He cringed at himself looking up at the menu. Boy, you're rude. Can I get a black coffee to go? Like your soul. Black coffee? Yeah, sure. Nothing else? He pauses for a second as if he's trying to determine if it is a trick question. No, thank you. What, you really could use some pastry in you. You should eat some pastries. Seriously, buy some pastries. Okay, that will be $3 flat. He hands over a $5 bill. Here's your change, sir. Keep it. He moves away before I can give him his receipt. Not very talkative or friendly. I put together a fresh black coffee in a to-go cup. He stands at the counter ready to grab it. Right before I hand the coffee over, I quickly pull it back towards myself. Ah, I almost forgot this. I slip a coffee sleeve onto the cup. Careful, it's hot. You don't want to burn your hands. Why does everything I say feel so awkward with this guy? He flashes a wiry smile. Thanks, He glances down at my name tag. Celine. Have a good day. He takes the coffee from my hand. His fingertips brush over mine during the exchange, making me jump a bit. The man walks out the door, sipping his hot coffee. He glances at me while passing the glass window. When our eyes make contact, he shifts his glance away. I continue to work the register, ringing customers up and preparing drinks. When customers peter Rabbit out later in the day, I pass the time by watching the TV with no sound hanging in the corner. Special about hero origins flashes across the screen. Oh, there's the Bineria. Ooh, he looks evil. Look at his red eyes. I mute the TV as binary stars, red, blue, white, and yellow, stand out among the news interview. A child from the stars, huh? I murmur to myself. As unbelievable as it was, Binary's red eyes were chillingly unhuman. Well, he looks better than the other guy, but are they like... Looks a little healthier too. To the general public, he glimmered like starlight, but to the villains, his name was only uttered in whispers. The rest of the day passes pretty normally. Soon I'll finally be off the clock and can head home. Okay, I yawn while looking through some boxes under the counter for more sleeves. I don't know what happened there, but maybe we missed something? I don't know. The morning shift is brutal. Oh, are we in the next day now? I probably shouldn't have stayed up so late, doom scrolling. Doom scrolling? What does that mean? Hey. Thud. Ow! I rubbed the back of my head where it hit the counter. Ducking my head out from under the counter, I see Haley standing there with their usual expression. Hale, you really have to make your presence more known. Haley shrugs. You mind bussing some tables? Sure, but where's Miles? Probably pretending to do work in the storage room while browsing auction sites for hero action figures. That's cool. That's really cool, even though I don't have any action figures of my own. This would be something I should start collecting, maybe. Action figures? What kind of action figures should I collect? Anyways, back to the story. I start to laugh, assuming it's a joke. But Haley's unamused expression never shifted. Haley sighs, rubbing their temples. Sometimes I wonder if firing him would be easier. But it would make my life way more complicated if I did. Haley glances up at me quickly. It's tough to find anyone willing to work a normal job recently. All Miles talks about is how he's going to quit someday out and be a hero. Haley barks a humorless laugh. Yeah? The guy can barely tell a coarse grind from a fine grind. And don't ever get me started about how many times he has, Yo, check out this Sidekick Air Blaze figure I found. It's only at 8Ks and has an hour left. 8,000 for an action figure? With spending habits like that, it's no wonder Miles is trying to always borrow money. As Haley starts in on a lecture, I quickly dip out. I hum to myself while gathering the left-behind plates, mugs, and cups off the tables and placing them into the bus tub. Bump. Ah! Oh, it's you again. I walked into someone almost dropping the bus tub. Seriously, dude, you need to eat more. Eat something. The stranger's hand grasped the container from the other side, keeping it steady. Whoa, nice reflexes. I look up and see the same stranger from yesterday. Doesn't look so good. He looks kind of sick. I feel a bit frazzled, my face heating up. Remember the caught glances and graze of our fingertips. Oh my god, get it together, you. Oh, myself that's horrible. Oh, I'm not even going to say that out loud. That's an awful word, right? Don't you agree? Oof. My eyes shoot up to his. I could swear he was laughing at me. Instead, he coolly shifts his gaze in another direction. He is a little attractive, though. If you like those emaciated types who look like they haven't slept for like weeks. You think so? I what? Oh, he read her mind. That's why. He smirks down at me. My reflexes. Right, yeah. My eyes go wide, noticing the customer's hand still holding the bus tub. So sorry. I place the bus tub down on a nearby table. The man stands there with a curious look on his face. I didn't get anything on you, did I? Look, she's gazing him over. I flutter around him, making sure that no stains were on his shirt. He didn't move, staring down at me intensely. I verified that there weren't any spills on him and backed up a little. I think you are good. I looked down and noticed a coffee at his table. Black coffee again? You know we have other things too. I hope that didn't come off as judgmental. Like pastries? Why am I fixated on pastries? Oh my goodness. Maybe I need a croissant right now. And a black coffee. I like this. After a second of awkward silence, he continues. Well, I'm usually in a rush to get to work. So black coffee is just the fastest to get. Ah, okay, I see. Well, if you ever want to try something new, I can make something else for you. Sounds tempting. I promise if it's really good, you won't ever want to buy coffee anywhere else or your money back. Okay, can I get that in writing? Cheeky bugger. You don't seem to be in a rush today. No, work doesn't need me quite yet. What do you do for work? You are asking what I do for work when you don't even know my name yet. I'm disappointed in you, Celine. What, you're judging me? How do you know my name? Your name tag, dude? He gazes down at me. His intense dark eyes scan my form. They linger as they move across me slowly. I end up feeling frazzled all over again. Is he staring at my chest? I glance down, seeing my name tag. Dude. Oh my god, you idiot, Celine. Oh, haha, right. Perks of being an employee. Why did I just say that? Is me getting to know your name a perk of the job for you? The man smirks darkly, his eyes scanning my face. I'm flattered. This is kind of cute. I like this banter back and forth. I'm enjoying this. Or maybe I'm just smiling from ear to ear because it's got superheroes in it. Oh my god, that's got superheroes in it. Oh, breathe, Diana, breathe. Where's my paper bag? I don't have to pay extra for flattery, right? I'm pretty sure my face is as red as a tomato at this point. I think my face is as red as a tomato at this point. No, that's, on the house. I gather the bus tub into my arms a little too quickly, splashing a bit of water onto myself. Sorry, I gotta go, do some work. As I turned around to escape, I could swear I heard a deep chuckle. When I returned from the back, the man was already gone. I wonder if he will come back tomorrow. Yes, you hope so, don't you, Celine? You definitely hope so. Or maybe I just hope so. Okay, next day. Next day, can we change the cafe to something else? Okay, another day. Oh, a week goes by and the customer hasn't come back. Some part of me felt a little disappointed. Another part of me chastited myself for how ridiculous that is when I don't even know the man's name. Right, you didn't even ask him his name. He's a stranger. He could be like a murderer or something, or he could be a superhero. What? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Or married. Or he could be a superhero. A superhero. Maybe he's a superhero, right? Right? Am I right? Of course I'm right. Now I need my medication. Oh wait, I don't take medication. Why am I even thinking about this? It's so stupid. I groan into my hands. Yeah, same. What? I wonder if Haley's a villain. She looks like a villain. Maybe she could be a villain. I think she's a villain. She's got that Joker look about her, right? With the green hair. She's probably a Joker villain type of person. I still think she's pretty cool. I drag my head up to see Hale standing next to me. I follow their line of vision and land on the muted TV in the corner. Shown on the screen was the most notable superhero, Binary Star. There truly wasn't a household that hasn't heard of that name. Let's see what they are saying about this. Why are you calling him that? That's not very nice. Though, to be a superhero, he should have a thicker neck. You know, more muscular, like muscular neck? I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Haley grabs the remote, turning up the sound. The hero that will shine against any darkness. How do you feel about that title, Mr. Binera Star? I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Well, I gotta say I'm flattered. But Steve, they are not wrong. Why does it look like he's got fangs? The hero tilts his head, giving an animated wink to the interviewer. He then turns to the camera, pointing directly towards the audience. No villain can hide under the thick veil of darkness, not while I'm around. Against the dusk of their crimes, the shining light will always prevail, bringing them to justice. The hero turns his point into a thumbs up, his smile so wide it instinctively made me rub my own jaw. You are known to have numerous abilities, but none as iconic as the diamond melting eyes. It is said that you were born with this special talent, indicating from birth that you are an ability holder. Yes, that's right. When I first opened my eyes and they were red, it really gave the nurses a scare. Despite the shock, my dear mother never once faltered in loving me. God rest her soul. The interviewer extends his condolences. As I grew older, my other abilities manifested, and now... Ugh. Haley turns off the TV. God, I pooping hate that guy. I think she's a villain. She must be a villain. Because why could you hate a superhero? I glanced towards Haley. It was odd she just liked the hero so much. Of course she's like she's like a villain, right? Most people love heroes. And even if they aren't interested, they will at least feign interest in order to be liked by people around them. Heroes are seen as a paragon of justice. So to openly dislike them is seen as odd at best, suspicious at worst. Why so much hate? Haley turns to me a bit shocked. What? I thought you didn't like him either. I don't. I'm just surprised you are so passionate about hating him. Haley rolls their eyes. It's just all so fake, honestly. All this showboating, bull-poopering, just for heroes to go out and mercilessly slaughter anyone they deem as villains. It's honestly disgusting. Does anyone even remember when we tried to reform criminals? Now they just get slaughtered because that is easier than reformation. I love superheroes. I love superheroes. And the only group that seems to care, even a damn smidgen, is the pooping prison industry. Because, oh, God forbid they lose out on a 25-cent an hour labor. Like, is this world going crazy or is it just me? Well, I wish our world had superheroes, seriously? Our world would be so much better if we had superheroes. Man, oh man. I notice some of the customers are glancing over at Haley as their voice continues to get louder alongside their building passion. I agree with Haley to an extent. Heroes do have too much power. No, they don't. They don't have enough power. But the idea that they go around slaughtering villains? They must be getting these ideas from some borderline extremist, or at least a villain-sympathetic internet forum or something. It's common knowledge after all. Heroes don't kill. Let Haley speak their truth? Calm Haley down so the customers don't hear? Actually, no. I wanna hear what Haley has to say. Let's allow Haley to speak, because if we calm her down, she's just gonna be more upset. I lean back on the counter watching Haley as they continue to rant. What world do we live in where murderers get praised and I have pooping TV shows and interviews? I swear to God, all of these heroes are just full-on psychopaths. They can do whatever they want, and literally nobody will stop them. Nobody. Well, nobody can stop them because they're superheroes, right? What kind of pooped up, piss poor definition of justice is that? And what do? We make edited montage of them. Commercial goods, paste their goddamn faces on every surface imaginable, and make action figures out of them. Oh, I love action figures. Poop, it pisses me off. A lot of swearing in this dirty mouth. You need some soap in that mouth, young lady. Haley, unable to contain their anger any longer, storms off. Despite their stormy disposition, their angry-heeled steps are almost silent. Truly the definition of light-footed. Yeah, she's definitely a villain. She's got some powers there or something. I sigh, turning back on the TV. It's getting later on in the day, so customers are petering out. There's that petering out, Peter Rabbit out. I don't even think that's a word. And I'll be pooped if I don't have some form of entertainment for my last working hour. The hero's face lights up the screen as he saves women and children from imminent danger. Apparently, he has only been in the city for about 3 weeks, and the people have already fallen in love with him. They even claim that he alone reduced villain and criminal tax by 60% in the last month. Watching him do his thing on screen, the fall in villainy wasn't much of a surprise to me. It was almost impressive, seeing him flying around, battling against monsters and villains. His red eyes glow, cutting down everything in their path. Apparently he has trained many sidekicks to become successful heroes. I can't help but to wonder how hectic his life is. The hero, after saving a child, smiles and waves at the camera. Citizens clap and cheer for him in the background. Edited highlight shots of the hero plays. He gloriously flashes across the screen as terrified citizens scream for help, soon to be picked up and saved. Some part of me felt... some part of me melts. I'd be like, oh, this is so awesome. Gross watching it? Why would you feel gross? I would be like, go man, go superhero, go superhero. Imagine almost dying and immediately getting edited into a hero montage. Ugh. Not a fan, huh? I almost jump out of my skin at the sound of the voice in front of me. I look up and see the customer from about a week ago. He definitely does not look like the same person. He looks horrible. Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there. Yeah, I noticed. He glances up at the screen. It's okay, I'd rather look at Binary Star than myself, too. I smile sheepishly. I don't really like him or anything. Why do I feel a need to specify that? I cringe internally. Yeah, I kind of noticed that too. You did? Mm-hmm. Your facial expression kind of looked like you smelled soiled milk or something. My jaw hangs. I'm at a loss for words. But like 4-month-old spoiled milk, not a week-old spoiled milk. It was intense. 4-month-old spoiled milk. How would you know what 4-month-old spoiled milk smells like? It's probably horrid, right? Do you keep that in your fridge, or? Mind you, I thought my oat milk was spoiled a little while ago, but that was only for a couple days, right? I still drank it. It was still good, right? Even though it was kind of lumpy. I almost even felt hurt for that guy. Nobody wants to get that kind of look from a cute barrister. Cute? The man smirks, quirking an eyebrow. Do you want me to repeat myself? No, it's okay. I feel like if I heard him say it again, my face would simply combust. That's the way I'm feeling right now. Blushing like a little schoolgirl. I already know it's probably bright red. Well, this guy just stands there with the same smirk. What a bugger. His smirk seemed to get wider. Why don't you like him? He motions his head towards the TV. Be honest, I find them somewhat uncomfortable. Soft in the truth, never had any interest in them. Why can't I say him? Let's say, be honest, I find them somewhat uncomfortable. I bite my lip trying to decide how honest I want to be. To be honest, something about heroes kind of makes me uncomfortable. How so? Something about them feels somewhat uncanny valley? Like a robot? Yeah, almost if Binary Star smiles any harder, his face will just crack and fall to pieces. Heroes are always saying what the public wants them to say, too. Like they know exactly what to say. I think most of them probably have PR writers. After all that media grooming, the heroes don't even feel human anymore. I mean, I guess Binary Star isn't technically human, but you understand what I'm saying, right? The man grimaces but nods. A child from the stars, Binary Star, that poor bugger. I bet you're right. If his face did smile any harder, it would just fall off. And underneath it would be an endless pit. The man chuckles. Or something like that, right? Nah, I'm betting it's just a robot war machine underneath the human-looking face. The military getting in on the hero game with the latest tech, huh? I can't help but laugh. Yeah, they always want the fame and fortune after all. A momentary look of softness crosses the man's face. Either way, I should probably take your order. Considering you have been standing here for like 5 minutes. The man smiles. Don't worry about it. I think I enjoy our little interactions. I grab a medium-sized cup, the size he has ordered the last 2 times he came here. Black coffee again? Oh, you remembered. I try to remember our regulars' orders. I think with this being my 3rd time here, I hardly count as a regular. But I'll take the expedited order anyways. Can I get your name for the order? In all honesty, I didn't really need his name. We tend to just call it the type of drink rather than the name of the customer. But maybe I want to be a little selfish for once. Can I try your special? I give a blank look. The one guaranteed not to be found anywhere else or I get my money back? Ah, of course. And if you don't like it, I'll make you something else. I thought you said I could get my money back. Am I about to be scammed? Fine, and your money back. He smirks as if he's already won. I'll make the best damn coffee he has ever had. Somehow I feel like you're challenging me. Go take a seat, I'll bring it to you when it's ready. Hey, he never gave me his name. You don't want me to pay? I'll take your money after I rob you of your pride. He cracks a smile. Cheeky thing. The man saunters off to lean against the far wall. I feel his eyes follow me as I move back and forth while making the coffee. After a couple of minutes, it's finally done. I bring out the most beautiful mint latte I have ever made. That looks like something like matcha, not mint. It's green, really, really green. The man looks down at it, slightly grimacing. Yeah, like maybe it looks like Shrek's swamp. Or maybe that's why he doesn't think it looks very appetizing. It's kind of green. What, you don't know any other color than black? The man eyes it up suspiciously. If I die from this? Oh my god, you're more likely to die from ingesting black coffee every day. Stir it a bit first and give it a try. You can almost start to take out your wallet if you want. Wow, the barista won't stir it for me. Service is really lacking here. I am not going to stir it for you, sir. The man chuckles a bit and stirs the drink. He brings it up to take a drink. He takes a good amount in at once, swallowing deeply. He pauses looking at me. The man places down the drink and takes out his wallet. So what do I owe you? I can't help but to smile. You haven't even told me how good it is yet. It's good. That's it? Nothing else? Maybe the word you were thinking of was delicious, heavenly, maybe awe-inspiring. Don't push your luck, kid. I got my pride, too. He smirks, rifling in his wallet for bills. Don't worry about the money. The satisfaction of your loss is payment enough. No, I lost fair and square. I have to pay out. No, seriously, my treat. He looks at me for what I felt like a solid minute before putting his wallet away. If you say so. He looks at the drink, which is beautifully displayed in a glass mug. He then checks the time on his phone and grimaces. Before he can even open his mouth, I present a to-go cup and lid. I figure you wouldn't be able to stick around for long. He seems a bit surprised as he takes the cup, his face eventually falling back into his usual expression. You didn't have to go to all the effort to. I swiftly cut him off. It tastes better when it's president well. Is that so? I nod enthusiastically. He pours the drink into the to-go cup, careful not to spill. Thanks a lot for this. He leans in close. You tell me your name? My heart starts to beat faster. Ooh. What is he doing? Pauses, snatching the permanent marker out of my apron pocket. I gap as he scribbles. I don't even talk anymore. He scribbles something on the to-go cup. He turns the cup towards me, the word Ray scrawled on the side. It's my name. Oh, cool. Nice to meet you, Ray. Nice to meet you too, Celine. Have a good day at work, if that's where you're going. It occurred to me that it was nearly 4 p.m. on a Tuesday. Was he going back to work? Or maybe he was done for the day. But he never comes in at the same times for coffee. He must have a job with very odd hours. As I walk away, something catches on my shoe, causing me to stumble. Whoa! Ellie catches her. Ray reaches out with one arm and catches me swiftly by the waist before I completely face plant. The catch pulled up his sleeve and his arm was marked with scars. Try not to space out too much when you walk. Ray pulls me back up to my feet and releases me gently. His arms were surprisingly strong, considering how sleep-deprived he always looks. I can't help to think about how surprisingly marked up his arm was. Cuts, holes, slices, both old and new. Maybe his job is some hard manual labor or something. That would explain why he is so tired all of the time. And he smelled nice too. I wonder what cologne he uses. Ooh, Celine. You smelling him while you're falling face first into him? Like a sniff, sniff, sniff. I get back behind the counter and watch Ray as he gives me a short wave before leaving. Some part of me hoped we'd be back tomorrow. I stick my hands in my apron pockets and sigh. Come on, Celine, ask him out for a date. My fingertips nudge a hard object in my pocket. Huh? I pull out the foreign object that was in my pocket. A small wad of money. I felt a harder object with them. I pull out part of a coffee sleeve, scrawled with a small message in permanent marker. Thanks for the coffee. The extra is tip. R. There was a phone number scrawled at the bottom. I look at the bills. $50? After carrying out the transaction, I stuffed the rest of the cash in the tip jar. Aw, that was nice of you, Celine. I want to look at something other than the coffee shop. Come on, give me some superhero-like background or something. A couple more days passed without any appearance from Ray. Finally, off to work. Off of work, not to work. Yay! Even if it is a parking lot, oh my goodness, I'm so happy to see something different. It's a parking lot, or maybe it's the back of a house, I can't tell. Despite my desperate desire to just go home, face plant on the couch and binge shows for the rest of the day. I should probably get some groceries. I can't live off of mac and cheese for the next 2 weeks after all. I can. Or rather, I probably shouldn't. I do a bit of grocery shopping and grab some essentials for the next couple of days. But not too much that I am unable to carry all of them back to the apartment. Partway through the trip back home, my phone buzzes. I have to bag onto my other arm and check the call. Unknown caller. Whoa, how did he get my number? The sinking feeling in my stomach gave me an idea of who it could be. I take a breath and pick up the call. Starlight Sparkles. Oh, I am Starlight Sparkles. Yes? Double vision. I could tell by the voice it was my old partner in crime, Double Vision. Is that a disability? Double Vision? I thought that was a disability. Not say I'm laughing at disabilities, but like I have a disability. Double Vision, it just sounds so funny. Double Vision, myself, and the rest of the night crew used to hit houses and make quite a bit of money. We would even lift cars on occasion. Though I can't say we split on good terms. You moved. Yeah, away from you. You wound me, Starlight Sparkles. Starlight Sparkles. Starlight Sparkles. I have a theme song, right? We had a good thing. We had a good thing going. I could hear the thick malice in his voice. Don't be so cold, honey. Ooh. Going to the lengths of running away while I was out of town. You wound me, truly. When you left, I did some things I'm not so proud of. What, I'm your, caretaker now? But the honest truth is that I saw red. You remember Ripley, right? I swallowed hard, my hand shook, but I was unable to hang up. I can't guarantee that you will be able to recognize him anymore. He lets out a cold, curt laugh. He then transitions into a soft, cooing voice. You should have told me you were upset, honey. You can't just leave me like that. You know what that does to a guy. I get so worked up over you, I know I shouldn't. But I keep thinking about you and I don't think I can just let you go. So I'm asking nicely, please come back. Double Vision. I'll buy you the same flat, the same car, everything. And we can pretend your silly little lapse in judgment never even happened. Come back to the crew, to me, to Double Vision. I gather any courage I can, breathing in a shaky breath. Well, I'm not going to be rude. That's not who I am. I'm not a rude person. I can't do that, Double. I can't do that, Double. You know I can't do that. Double digit, double digit. Double Vision. Double, something. I'll have a double latte to go. I'll get a coffee with double. No, then don't let me find you, honey. Because when I do... A heavy silence blankets the call like mist. I could hear my own heartbeat echo through my ears. Double finally talks in a slow and serious whisper. I'll poop and kill you. But why would you kill me? I was nice to you. I wasn't even rude. Now that's rude, dude. Come on, I was being nice and polite. Why would you want to, off me? He hangs up and the line beeps. Beep. I collapse to the ground, my legs not quite feeling up to the task of standing. Double Vision. Okay, this is backstory of us with me and Double Vision. Double Vision and I used to be close. Closer than I'd like to admit, honestly. For a while, it was peaceful, even fun. Then slowly, things started to change, to unravel. Every time I gave an inch, he started to take 2 inches. Then he would take a foot. Then he would take a hand. Then he would take some hair. Then I took him to the doctor and got him glasses for his double vision. Eventually he wasn't even satisfied with a mile. That was the type of guy Double was. He was always doing things double. It was never triple, it was always double. For a while I wondered if he started to change, or if this was him all along, prowling under the cracking mask. But at some point the egg, or the chicken, hardly mattered. He didn't even like his glasses anymore. He stepped on them and they cracked, just like our terrifying romance. Being around him started to become terrifying. Compliments turned into obsessions. Warnings turned into threats. Once I had enough money, enough of a safety net, I had to get out. Maybe Double, in some way, kept me from becoming triple, or duplicates, or even multiplies, because he was becoming too greedy. Kept me from becoming too used to the lucrative villain lifestyle. When I asked to leave, he said no. When the soft-spoken Marsh spoke up for me, telling Double to just let me go. Double beat Marsh's face into a lump of unrecognizable flesh. Oh geez, that's not nice. From that point, it guaranteed Double into godhood for the more violent members of the crew. The non-violent members became too fearful to ever speak up against Double again, or Triple again. And so I left the crew alone. I fled in the darkness of night, taking my family with me. What family? I moved my family into a different town with different names, far, far away. And as for myself, I became a barista, and then I was serving double doubles to customers who liked coffee, double sugar, double milk. Oh God, I became anonymous in a different city, far enough away from my family so they could live in peace without me. So the question is, has he already found me? After all, Double always enjoyed playing with his food. What? I like playing with my food? I'm not gonna call myself Double though. My legs shook. I felt nauseated with the thought. I desperately scanned the area. I didn't see or feel anything off. Locals walked along casually carrying out their lives. I quickly gather up my bags. In my haste, my phone falls out of my hand. It tumbles to a stop against the shoes of a stranger. They pick it up and hold it out towards me. Oh, it's him again. Ray? You are definitely binary star. Here. He hands me my phone. You look like you've seen better days, Celine. Is everything all right? I get up from the ground, settling the groceries onto the ground to straighten out my clothes. I have to get it together. I probably look crazy right now. I mentally chastised myself, looking up at Ray's concerned eyes. I force a grin and pray it is convincing. Yeah, I was just taking a break. Ray raises an eyebrow. I motion towards the groceries. I think I purchased too much. They are pretty heavy. I lie through my teeth. So you took a break in the middle of the street. I laugh awkwardly, unable to find a good excuse. Are you heading in this direction? He points to where I was facing. Yeah. I'm going that way too. Need some help? Before I can say no, he picks up a grocery bag that was incredibly light. Ray pauses, turning to look at me. He gives me a look of suspicion and confusion. He opens his mouth as if he was about to say something. He then seemingly decides against it. He then silently picks up the other grocery bag too. I stare, embarrassed, unsure of what to do. Luckily for me, Ray reads the room and decides not to press further. Are we going, or do you want me to carry you too? I hurried to catch up with his tired stride. These bags are pretty light. Do you have any food of substance in here? I don't want to hear about dietary habits from a guy who regularly consumes black coffee in the middle of the day. I recently took up mint lattes, thank you very much. Oh yeah? What made you decide to do that? When a cute barista asks you to try something, you hardly say no. Someone like me has weaknesses too, you know. Someone like you? How far do you live from here? Not too far. Are you already getting tired? Ray looks down at me with a wiry smile. Not on your life, barista. I have a name, you know. Celine. I honestly didn't expect you to remember my name. Ray is about to say something when his phone buzzes. He pauses to look at it and cancels the call, stuffing his phone back into his pocket. After only a couple of moments, his phone begins to buzz again, and he once again cancels it. Sorry about that. I've got some needy juniors at work. Hopefully they will get the hint and leave me alone. As we stroll, Ray and I chat about a variety of topics. I discovered that he likes cats, but due to his work he's unable to own one. Aww. A man after my own heart. I love kitty cats. Cats are the best. He also recently took up coffee a few months ago. Before then, he never even drank it. Soon enough, we made it to the front door of my apartment building. Zzz. His phone vibrates again and he fumbles to reject the call. Sorry, he mumbles. Work forces me to use a phone that has the silence feature blocked. That sounds like an unhealthy work environment. Ray gives a chuckle that sounded more tired than humorous. Yeah, suppose so. Unfortunately, I'm somewhat grandfathered into the position. You can't just quit? Not really. That sounds illegal. Ray just grimaces. He doesn't seem very chatty about work. He must be in a stressful career. Well, either way, this is me. I motion up to the apartment building. Invite him in? Oh my. Say goodbye? I think I should invite him in case Double Vision's in there. Double Vision! If you have time, do you want to come up for some tea? As a thank you for the help, of course. Ooh, look at his eyes. My heart was beating and I was sure that my face was getting increasingly red. I generally didn't mean the invitation with any unholy intentions, but it was still such an awkward question to ask because of the implication. Ray looks genuinely surprised, almost dropping his phone. Yeah, of course, I'd love to. There goes his phone. Ray's phone begins to buzz again. Ray looks visibly annoyed by the buzzing of his phone. Let me just take this real quick. He puts the phone up to his ear. Yes. Absolutely not. No, it is my day off. What? Do you have no one else? Am I really your only? He shoots a quick side glance at me. Option or something. I, in fact, do have a life. Is it so hard to believe that I have plans? Well, that's too bad, isn't it? You will just have to find someone else to take it on. I'm not. Anyways, I'm hanging up now. If you call me again, this phone is getting a hole burnt into it. I'm serious. Ray hangs up and places his phone back in his pocket. He turns to me, smiling kindly. Sorry about that. Should we head out? He picks up the bags again before I'm able to. As he takes his first step, boom. The sound of a large explosion is heard in the distance. The ground shakes with the force of the blow. Maybe that's double vision. Tell me to get you out of here with a big explosion. Fireworks and all that. Ray signs in a frustrated manner. Oop, damn it. Ray's phone buzzes once more and he picks it up. Just 2? Fine, I'm on my way, but you owe me. After hanging up, Ray turns to me. Sorry, Celine. Looks like I just can't escape work today. He gives a smile so disappointed that I can't help but to feel bad for him. It's okay. Maybe next time. Definitely next time. He picks up the grocery bags again. Don't worry about it. If your work is about that... I point to the giant cloud of black smoke in the distance. It's probably more important than my dumb groceries. Ray gives a slow smile, handing me the grocery bag. His eyes linger on my face as his hands brush mine slowly. Nothing's more important than your dumb groceries. I'll pay you back next time, okay? He runs his hand over mine before pulling back. The small motion makes my heart flutter, something fierce. Okay, thanks again for your help, Ray. Aw, it's kinda cute. He smiles. Anytime, Star. Oh, he knows who I am. Star. He turns and walks away, giving a short wave as he goes. I put the groceries away and collapse on my bed. It was only around 4 p.m., but it felt like it was such a long day already. I can't help but to drift away into a short nap. He knew who I was. And then comes double vision. I'm awakened with a start. A light draft makes me shiver. I see that the window is cracked open. How do I keep forgetting to close this? I shut it once again. I sigh, looking up at the clock. Only 10 more minutes before work ends. It was almost 5 p.m. The usual crowd had completely died off at this point. Ew, is he watching me while I'm sleeping? I think that's what's happening. 8 more minutes. Excuse me, hello? I look up. Oh. Is this double? No. He looks kind of villainous. Why does someone always appear literally right before the end of my shift? I groan internally. Hi, what can I get you today? Yeah, sorry. You can tell his eyes are different. The customer gives a short, incredulous laugh. Do you not recognize me? Oh, it is double. I'm sorry? I don't understand. The hero of Fire Blaze is right in front of you? Oh, he's a hero. And you don't recognize him? No, not really. I blink, unsure what to say. Oh, of course. You're playing cool and mysterious to get me all interested in you, right? Oh my goodness. He brushes his hair with his hand, giving a laugh. Well, don't worry, sweetheart. I'm already there. He points a finger between myself and him, winking at me. Same page. Ew. Okay, so do you want coffee or what? Kick in the groin. The man waves a hand dismissively. We will get to that in a moment. First, does a blonde, tired-looking man come in here often? I give a confused look. There are a lot of tired people that come in here. It's a cafe. He has hair about to here. The man waves his hand around his neckline. And his eyes are really dead, like a 1,000-yard stare most of the time. Are you talking about Ray? Yeah, wow, first name basis, huh? Lucky guy. I glance at the clock. I should have been off at work 5 minutes ago at this point. I attempt to speed things up. So, no coffee then? I don't blame you for going for all that, but... He smiles. I feel like I could give you better. Ew. At this point, I am utterly confused. Look, sir, I don't even know your name. Blaze. I meant your real name. It's Luke. Nice to meet you. So, as I was saying, I'm parked out front. It's the convertible. He points to a flashy red car sitting diagonally across 2 disabled parking spots. Oh my god, what a jerk. Biggest jerk in the world. How about we get out of here? Just us. Ew. He winks and I smile harder to keep my face from cringing. This guy is really laying it on thick. Not to sound too full of myself, but you'll be lucky to be with a guy like me. Not sure if you noticed, but I'm a hero. Yeah, hero of the lame. He starts to look upset, more likely due to his passes not being received with the enthusiasm that he expected. I need to clock out, so do you want to order anything? The man sucks his teeth leaning up against the counter. Look, you seem a bit dense, so I'll spell it out for you. Luke leans in, his cologne enveloping me. This may be hard to believe, but I'm the hero Blaze. Yes, you mentioned that a few times now, Blaze. I could feel the customer service politeness leaving my body. He gives a leering smile. Now, don't start freaking out when I say this. I don't want the whole world to know I'm here. But let's just say I'm interested. I blink, unable to stop the words from spilling from my mouth. I'm gonna say, kindly poop off. I flash my sweetest smile. Do you mind waiting for a minute? I supposed I could donate a minute of my time to a citizen in need. Oh my god. I log out of the register and walk to the back. I then take off my apron in the back of the store and clock out for my shift. I see Luke leaning against the wall when I come out. Are we going now? Yeah, I don't think so. Do you get off on harassing minimum wage employees or something? Because frankly, it's tiring and old. Don't know what your angle is, but you can kindly poop off. Nobody gets paid enough to deal with that kind of bull poop. Luke looks visibly irritated. Fine. You just lost a chance that every civilian wants. I was going to light your light on fire. Have fun with your golden boy. A hero from the stars? Yeah, right. Ask Ray how he got his abilities. Luke grins a smile full of malice. Hope you know what you're getting yourself into, Celine. He gives a cold laugh. That guy is no hero. Luke angrily takes his leave, muttering some words under his breath on his way out. Like you, parking in 2 disabled people's parking spot? That is beyond villainy. I sigh, exhausted. Wow, the poop was that about? I look over my shoulder at Hales, who appeared behind me with croissant in hand. She's always eating croissants, yet she's got the body of a, supermodel. Where does she put it? Where does she put her croissants? Literally, where did the croissants go? Mine seem to go, everywhere. Oh, honestly, I have no idea. He said he was a hero and accused that new regular Gray of some ridiculous stuff. What kind of stuff? Of him being a hero or something? Which Which one? The star one? Binary star? Yeah. Hale chews on the croissant in thought. Weird. That guy seemed like a total dick. Maybe he was hopped up on some new designer drugs or something. Unfortunately, I got the vibe that it was just his default personality. He was really laying it on you, though. Good thing Miles wasn't around. He would have flipped out. Probably would have scared Blaze away with his enthusiasm. Damn, Miles could have saved the day. Could you imagine Miles cornering Blaze to show him hundreds of pictures of his collectibles? That hero would be so creeped out. Who knows, he seems self-obsessed enough to probably enjoy it. I'm sure he has his own collection too. I could totally see that. I know, we should implement a no weirdos policy. Haley leans up against the counter next to me. Oh, that's a cute drawing. I love that. This art style is really cute. I like it. It's kooky and it's quirky, but it's cute. I like it. They laugh. It is a refreshing sound like bells in the summer. Yeah, but then Miles wouldn't be able to work. Hey, I heard that. Haley and I chuckle at the far-off sound of Miles' voice. You are allowed to turn away customers, you know. I tried. They give me a reassuring pat on the shoulder. Just call me next time. I'll kick his butt out of here. I gasp in a fake shock. To a hero? Isn't that like a crime or something? Haley smiles deviously. Maybe I'll key his car for good measure. They say 2 crimes are better than 1. Wow, Hales, loving the determination. If only that was reflected in your management style. We laugh a bit between the two of us. I have only known Hales for around 3 months now, but we have become so close. They always know the right thing to say to cheer me up. Anyways, I should probably head out. Hey, before you go, Haley bites their lip, debating. After a couple of seconds pass, they speak up. That guy, you said his name was Ray? Yeah, I actually ran into him the other day and he helped me carry my groceries home. Well, look, I kind of get a bad feeling from the guy. Really? What about him? I'm interested now. Are they all bad? The superheroes? What about you? Hale rubs their neck, looking away. I guess a feeling. Like, kind of a bad one. Something doesn't feel genuine with him. Okay, well, thanks for letting me know. Maybe just keep an eye out for anything that's off. I haven't seen anything weird yet. Oh, there he is. Speak of the devil. What's weird? I feel like I almost had a heart attack. Ray somehow walked up without me even noticing. Nothing weird. We just had some, coffee lids go missing recently. Is that right? Ray stares directly at Haley, who levels a glare right back at him. He shoots me a quick smile. Sorry, I don't think I've met your friend yet. Oh, this is Haley. Oh, coworker? Friend. Haley cuts in quickly. Sorry for interrupting the conversation. I'm just looking to get the usual before heading to work. It's almost 5 p.m. and you're just starting work for the day? Yeah, that's strange. What do you do for work? Look at her look at her eyes like squinting at him. Law enforcement. Ray responds without missing a beat. A tense silence falls between the three of us. I don't quite understand what is going on, but I feel uncomfortable. Haley, what do you do for work? What do you mean? I'm obviously at work right now. This is your only job? Last time I checked, yeah. Sorry, you just look so familiar. Oh, she is a villain. I just can't put my finger on it. Haley looks genuinely annoyed. I could see them bite their cheek, probably to keep themselves from saying something too unprofessional. I just love this game. I'm getting so into it. I don't know about you guys, but oh my goodness, I'm just so enthralled with this. It's like reading a real comic book coming to life, right? This game has been one of the best games I've ever played, I think. The writing is just superb. I love it. You must be thinking of someone else. Haley strains out. Ray's miles. There was no friendliness to it. Maybe you're right. Haley smiles back with an equal amount of spite. You know, we had a celebrity visit. You just missed it. He was a hero too. This place is quite popular lately. Ray's face falls into a frown. Haley looks at me for a second. I can't imagine why. It's not like we have some kind of hero discount or something. Ray's lips pull tight and he narrows his eyes. Is that right? Haley picks at their nails, seemingly uninterested. Yeah, what was his name again? Flame, Blade, Blaze. Ray mumbles under his breath. Right, that was it. He suddenly looks at me and gives a smile. Looks like I overstayed my welcome. I should probably head to work before my new phone blows up. Ray glances at Haley. Thanks. Have a good day at work, or here's some coffee before you go. I'll give him some coffee. Ray already begins to leave. I should grab him some coffee before he goes. Oh, Ray! I jog past Haley in a rush and grab onto his sleeve. He turns to me looking a bit surprised. Yeah. I smile at him. Wait for one more second. I jog off to the coffee, grabbing him a fresh cup of black coffee. I hope work goes by quickly for you. I hand him the cup. Ray smiles softly. Thanks, Star. I thought his name was Binary Star. But oh right, because I'm Star Sparkles. He reaches his hand out as if he wanted to touch my head, but then he pauses and pulls back. I'll catch you around. Come back soon. Of course. He gives a little wink before turning and heading out. Oh, that just makes my heart melt. Haley gives me a long look from beside the coffee bar counter. Of course, she's a villain. She totally disagrees in this relationship. Is there something wrong? Haley opens their mouth about to say something, but settles on a shake of the head. Nah. Haley, sensing my skepticism, gives a reassuring smile. Oh, did I tell you? Remember that action figure that Miles was trying to get? The $8,000 one? Yeah, so apparently he went and cried for money from each of his friends, but still was $20 short. Long story short, guess who shares the same shoe size as Miles? Haley gives a triumphant look, placing one of their long legs forward. Sitting on their feet were a used, new pair of lay-on sneakers. Worth every penny. Can you believe Miles and I are the exact same shoe size? Didn't Miles come in wearing those shoes today? Where are your shoes? Is Miles... Miles can rock a black-heeled boot. I think it's giving him more confidence. A loud crash can be heard from the storage room. Still getting the hang of it, though. After chatting with Haley for a bit longer, I finally take my leave and head home. Guess who follows me home? Oh no, I'm back at the cafe, never mind. The next day, I don't know, when's supposed to be all the craziness? I'm still waiting for the craziness to happen. Nothing crazy has really happened. The next day I get to work at 9 a.m. for a later shift. After clocking in, I start restocking some pastries. Oh god, I love pastries. I just so love pastries, they're so delicious, you know? Especially those jam-filled pastries, oh my god. They're just so yummy. No, dude, I'm telling you, Blaze is going rogue or something. Why else would Binary do that? Blaze totally is going full anti-hero. Haley groans as they approach with Miles in tow as he chats their ear off. Miles, for the last time, anti-heroes don't exist. They could, though. No, they can't. It is illegal to be doing any hero activities without proper government approval. And that is especially so for some rogue anti-hero type of activities. Miles turns to me next. Okay, Celine, so listen to this. Celine doesn't want to listen, Miles. Well, I do want to listen. I want to hear what happened. What's going on? Looks like Celine does want to listen. Miles smirks smugly at Haley, who just rolls her eyes at him. I'm sorry, guys. I think this is going longer than I was expecting it to go. This game. And it's past my bedtime. It really is past my bedtime, really. I have to be up at like 5 in the morning. Oh. I got no one to serve me coffee. Or croissants. Miles smirks smugly at Haley, who just rolls her eyes at him. You didn't see the news or like go on any social media yesterday or today? Not really. I accidentally slept in and was in such a rush this morning I practically ran here. Dude, you gotta check this out. Miles is already tapping on his phone. He suddenly turns the screen towards me and I look closely. At first it's kind of hard to understand what is going on, but on closer inspection, it seems as if a hero is throwing another hero off of a building. Oh my goodness. Is it a joke? I don't really get it. Miles fast forwards the video a bit. Okay, look, there is a close-up here. That's totally like the blonde guy throwing the blaze off the building. The video shows two heroes talking and suddenly one tries to kick the other. The hero who was on the receiving end of the kick grabs the other hero by the ankle and holds them over the ledge of the tall building. The hero lets go, but the other hero stays suspended in the air. They continue to converse. How are they floating like that? One of Binary's abilities is telekinesis. You didn't know that? Miles scoffs as if it's the most obvious thing in the world. Why doesn't the other guy just burn him, right? After a minute or so, the heroes seem finished talking. Binario Star turns and starts to walk away, and the other hero plummets towards the ground. Miles shuts off the video. Oh my god! Don't worry too much, that guy is fine. Yeah, and get this! Before Binary grabbed his leg, Blaze said, "What are you gonna do to me? What are you going to do? Stop me?" And then Binary grabbed him and just dropped him off the side of the poopin' building. So bad poop. That was the only audio that was caught? Yup, so netizens are going crazy trying to figure out what it was all about. Binary Star is squeaky clean. He has never done anything like this. So it has to be something about Blaze going rogue. Why else would Binary Star do that to Blaze, a hero that was previously his sidekick for 3 years? I doubt that going rogue thing. I think the more squeaky clean a hero seems, the more skeletons they are probably hiding in their closet. Don't be so envious, Hale. It looks bad on you. Miles. Miles just laughs despite Hale's potent glare. What do you think, Celine? I think they were fighting over me. I'm all for Binary, so I don't care. I just love superheroes. To be honest, I just can't be bothered to care that much. Heroes can do whatever they want. It's not like any of us can influence that. Skeletons are not. If Blaze does go rogue, anti-hero, or whatever, the government will definitely crack down on it. So I guess this doesn't really pertain to me in any way. I'm just one civilian, so I don't care much. You're wrong, Celine. It does pertain to you. You might not think that heroes affect you, but that's wrong. They affect all of us, whether we like it or not. I open my mouth to retort, but I can't find a proper response. Haley had a point. No matter where you look, most of his heroes are around watching. People strive and work within this binary of good and evil that has been permeated by the concept of heroes and villains. Heroes are so ingrained in our society at this point, I don't think any of us can even imagine a world without them, even if we want to. I don't see how the whole heroes thing affects me personally, but I can understand what you mean. I guess I mean to say that I just wish it didn't pertain to me. Yeah, same. You just gotta watch out for yourself first and foremost. I chuckle. I know, Hale. I think better than anyone. Haley quirks an eyebrow. Before they can talk, I cut them off. Don't worry about it. I laugh awkwardly, changing the subject. So, I think we're running low on straws again. Good. Save the turtles, baby. What? They are made of cardboard, Miles. Oh. That, yeah. Oh. Then save the trees, babe. Ugh, I've had enough of you people. Haley jokingly explains, walking off towards the back door. I glance up at the clock. It's about time for Hale's smoke break, so I can't say I'm surprised he took this opportunity to ditch us. Killing your lungs! I shout to Haley's retreating form. We are all dying anyways. Haley waves her cigarette of choice, disappearing into the back. A couple of hours drift by. Sound of clanking mugs and patrons quietly conversing amongst themselves could be almost comforting if I wasn't so damn tired. Haley walks up to the register. So, I have to head out early. Are you cool to close by yourself? Yeah, no problem. I feel like I've done it a billion of times at this point. Haley shoots a slightly worried look, but covers it with a smile. Make sure to call me if anything weird is happening, okay? I'll be fine. Stop worrying, Hales. No, you won't be fine. Obviously, you won't be fine. Haley sighs. I'm never not going to be worried about you, Celine. I'm not as helpless as you think I am, Hale. Haley smiles. I know it. I'm always going to worry no matter what, though. Oh, she's so sweet. I love Haley. She's adorable. Or they're adorable. Yeah, now go clock out. I'll take Miles with me. Huh? Miles already left. Haley groans. Let me guess, did he say it was time for his grandma's physical therapy? I can't help but to cringe, which makes Haley rub their temple. Miles doesn't even have a grandmother. I honestly should have seen that coming. Haley sighs. It's not your fault, Celine. Sorry. No, don't worry about it. Miles will be hearing from me tomorrow. I grimace. I feel a little bad for Miles, considering how much Haley is glowering up a storm currently. Haley takes their leave. That's when trouble happens. After an hour, I start to close up the store. Noticing that we are a bit low on cups, I grab some from the back to restock. While I am restocking the coffee bar shelves, I hear the door chime. Sorry, we are closed. Why didn't you lock the door? Maybe it's double trouble. I turn towards the sound of the door. Yeah, it's double trouble. Aw, don't be like that, honey. My blood runs cold. I whip around and he comes into view. I start to sweat. My heart pounds. Ooh, he's wearing a mask. Creepy. I thought this place treated their customers like family. I would say we are closer than family, though. Wouldn't you agree, Starlight Sparkles? Starlight Sparkles. Just that name. Oh! I'm gonna call my firstborn Starlight Sparkles. Mind you, my genetics should not be passed along. He leans on the counter. I take a step back instinctively. Sorry, this is supposed to be like a serious moment. I'm completely murdering it. I'm sorry. Maybe you can make me a cappuccino, you know, for old time's sake? Sure, honey, I'll make you a cappuccino. I'll make you a double cappuccino. My hands shook and I couldn't seem to get a grip. How did you find me? Oh, dear Starlight Sparkles. I love that name. You think you could hide from me? I'm sorry, this is supposed to be serious and I can't stop laughing. He laughs, brushing a hand through his hair. I didn't think you were so stupid. I came to get you. I instinctively backed up to bring you back. My eyes shot around, scanning for anything I can use as a weapon. Double stares down at me, his eyes emptier than ever. He watches me like a possessed man, no emotion to be found, like a shell. You look scared, Starlight Sparkles. I am unable to answer. Don't worry, for now I'm just here to see you. Double walks behind the counter and makes himself a cup of coffee. Every now and then he shoots a glance at my direction. I am unable to make eye contact with him. I can't run, my legs feeling stuck in place. Just leave me alone. Why are you doing this? I'll just say, just leave me alone. I scrape up what courage I have and level my gaze at him. Why can't you just leave me alone, Double? Double smiles. He walks over, closely leaning over into my personal space. He blinks slowly, like an enamored cat. I don't want to. What? I said, I don't want to. Double reaches out, his fingers touching my cheek so lightly I could barely even feel it. You always feel like this, he mumbles, his gaze fluttering around my face. I can extend out and touch you, yet you always seem just outside of my reach. I push his hand away. Underneath his mask, he smiles. It is bitter. I'll take my leave. He grabs his cup of coffee and saunters towards the door. Double pauses, looking back. But remember, next time I'm taking you with me. My stomach drops. As soon as Double leaves, I run and lock the door. My legs collapse and I hit the floor. How did he find me? I covered all my tracks. There's no way. This can't be happening to me. Thoughts plummet violently through my mind, one after the other. Where did I go wrong? It takes me a fair while to recover. I spent countless minutes on the cold hard floor before feeling returned to my legs. I finished the rest of the closing activities between bouts of pure panic and sluggish exhaustion. The sun had already set, shifting the angry red glow to a cast of dark blue in city lights. I drag my feet back home, slowly making my way through the city. My head hurts and I feel exhausted. After crossing the threshold of my small apartment, I flop onto the floor, my energy completely depleted. I'm too tired physically and emotionally to even be worried if my apartment is still safe. After an hour on the floor, I find the energy to drag myself to bed. I'll escape again the day after tomorrow. Despite it being my day off, I head toward the familiar view of the cafe. My heart wrenched at the thought of leaving this job. Sure, it wasn't the best job, but it was a life of normalcy for me. I truly didn't know how much I missed that. I walk into Cafe Waning Crescent for what is likely to be the last time. In my hand holds my resignation letter. My steps feel heavy. Haley, upon seeing me, can sense that something isn't quite right. Celine? Isn't it your day off? Haley glances at the envelope in my hand, a deep frown appearing on their face. Is this about Miles? If he did something, it's not about Miles. Haley's face sinks when they think about what else could prompt me to quit. It isn't about you either, Hales. I bite my lip, my stomach swirling. This was a lot harder than I thought it would be. I just need to quit. Haley's facial expression looks a little hurt. I glance down at the envelope, holding it up. I'm sorry to do this. If you want time off... No, I just need to get away, but I can't say that. I won't dare pull Haley into this mess, my mess. Need to get some fresh air. Haley has trouble making eye contact. Her face is more stoic than ever, but I know them well enough to see the flashes of hurt that swims across their expression. There's nothing I can say, huh? No. Silence drifts between us and I hand them the envelope. I desperately want to say sorry, but it dies on my tongue before it can surface to my lips. It's okay. Hale whispers. They force a smile. I'm sure it's for a good reason, Celine. I force a smile, unsure of what to say. Sorry, I'm just being selfish. Do what's best for you, Celine. Maybe someday whenever you are running from is over, from whatever you are running from is over, you can come back. How do you know I'm running from something? I've looked in a mirror before, Celine. It didn't feel appropriate to ask any further, so I just hand them the envelope. I'm guessing you aren't finishing out the week. I shake my head. Sorry. Thought so. Don't worry, we will be fine. Your last paycheck will be in next week. Haley pulls me into a hug. Aww. They pull back, looking at me warmly. Haley forces a smile despite the sadness that swims under the surface. Well, stay safe, and I wish you all the best, Celine. If you need anything, and I mean anything, you have my number. I nod, unable to speak as a lump swells in my throat. You will be great wherever you end up. I know it. Everything will be okay, I promise. Thanks, Hales. Haley ruffles my hair, turning away. I'm gonna go file this and take a smoke. They look over their shoulder. Bye, Celine. Bye, Hale. Aw. I walk out of the store looking back at it one last time. I decide to take the long way home to be alone with my thoughts. As I walk, I notice a magazine left on the bench. The wind picks up and it flies onto the ground. I pick it up to recycle it, the wind only becoming more intense. As I am walking back home, my eye glances at the magazine. Familiarity catching my eye. Binary Star. Ooh, look at his... Jeez. Okay, he looks a little different there. Just reading that, like... Hero fair. I will shine against any darkness. I guess that Luke guy was onto something. Ray really does look similar to Binary Star. Well, not really. This guy looks much more beefier. Like he's eating more pastries, right? His eyes do look evil, though. Truly they do. Looks like he's got even fangs. They could be cousins. If Ray had those red eyes, they could even be brothers. Binary Star's brightened eyes were unsettling to me no matter how hard his smile shined. I couldn't deny that the cover was attractive, though. He's a little too skinny for my taste. I like some meat on their bones. Glance at the headline. Inside the dazzling world of Binary Star. Curiosity gets the better of me and I flip to the interview. From Binary Star's time fighting for world peace to his new city, our favorite hero tells us everything. Everyone's favorite hero has moved home base and is more popular than ever. From posing for the newest names in Vogue to defending cities from alien attacks, Binary Star's brilliance never seems to fade. Today we have the chance to sit down and talk, one-on-one with our favorite hero from the stars. Despite being everyone's favorite hero, you seem to have been taking on a new look recently. This new, dangerous, and dare I say, sexy look is driving fans wild. Can you tell us what inspired this change? Binary Star. Binary Star gives a polite laugh. Well, I want to show a new side of myself to the fans. I want people to understand that us heroes aren't just robots, we are human too. I enjoy my time off. I drink black coffee almost every morning. I have even been thinking of adopting a cat. I find happiness in a lot of things that others may call boring. I just call them normal. I'd say your newest cover on Hero Fair is anything but normal. First your dangerous stunt with Blaze, now this cover. Fans are saying that you are taking on a more sexy and edgy look to appeal to a more mature crowd. The current theory stands that it has been a while since you have been seen with a partner. Perhaps spring is upon our favorite hero. Binary Star. I'm lucky to have such dedicated fans that care for my well-being. I hope that my fans can see that I'm someone with depth, someone with emotion and edge. Binary Star gives a coy smirk, although I can't say that my change wasn't inspired by a special someone. Suddenly the ground begins to shake. What? Is an earthquake happening? My footing becomes uneven as the ground is jolted in every which way. I hear a scream in the distance. Suddenly smoke rushes, encapsulating everything. I attempt to run, but it can only get so far before giant unearthly black shadows take form. It dawned on me that what was happening. Some ungodly monster was attacking the city. The aliens, horrible creatures that destroy everything they touch. Suddenly I think of Miles and Haley and my heart jumps into my throat. I have to help them. What are you gonna do, Starlight Sparkles? Do you sparkle like glitter? Can you throw glitter at them? I sprint back towards the cafe in pure panic, knowing that it will take me close to where the monsters roam. Do I have any superpowers? Come on, please let me have some superpowers. Like, what good am I, as a villain? What can I do? When I get there, the cafe is already half collapsed. My heart is beating out of my chest. I swivel my head desperately, but all I see is smoke. Screams surround me no matter where I turn, the smoke only becoming thicker. Haley! I scream. Miles! I continue to scream and sprint and search for my coworkers. Suddenly I feel a vibration in my pocket. The caller ID read Haley and I scramble to pick up. The minute I accept the call, Haley is talking at breakneck speeds. Celine, listen to me. Don't come to the cafe or the West District. Are you okay? Where are you? Miles and I are safe. The minute I felt something was wrong, we hightailed it out just in time. Where are you? The ground shakes so violently that my phone drops onto the ground. I crouch down to find it. Smoke fills my lungs, burning them. As I am crouched down, the ground starts to shake with increasingly violence. So much so that I am unable to get up. I look up. A dark shadow lurks near me. I can't help but to stare at the horrific creature. Alien, destructive death. My body shakes at the sight. I crawl behind a displaced facade. It lurks closer. I try to stop myself from shaking, but it is futile. As the giant form lurks near me, I cover my mouth to keep myself from screaming. It pauses. A scream further away caught its attention. The ungodly creature lumbered toward the sound, crushing and destroying as it went. I tried to get up, to run, to save myself, but my knees faltered, plummeting me back towards the ground. Excuse me. I hear a voice behind me and turn around. Ooh, do you need help? I look up to see a hand reaching towards me. A hand connected to the body of the hero I saw in a magazine not 30 minutes prior. Binary Star! He smiles. Yes. Before I can stop myself, I blurt out my first thought. You look different in person. He seems unsure what to say, but flashes a dazzling smile. I'll take that as a compliment. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean it as an insult. I can hear screaming in the distance. I look past the hero and see someone being picked up by the large creature. Maybe you should help them. His gaze doesn't falter from me. My sidekick will take care of it. Okay. Let me help you up. I take his hand and the hero helps me to my feet. I lean on him a bit as my legs were still wobbly. You don't seem like you will be able to walk. Oh, now he looks like a little girl there. He does. Why does he looks kind of strange there. Before I can protest, the hero lifts me bridal style with ease. Looks like I'll have to airlift you out. Of course, he's like totally attracted to you. Star-like sparkles. Wait, Binary, Mr. Star, there are other people that probably need your help more. My legs are probably fine now. I can just run away. He glances down at me and does not answer. The uncharacteristic expression disappears as quickly as it graced his face. We lift into the air, traveling at fast speeds, his red cape flowing behind him. After a few minutes, Binary Star lowers me to the ground. There we go. How are you feeling? Confused, overwhelmed. He hovers close, glancing around my form. Are you hurt at all? No, I'm fine, I think. Silence drifts between us. Oh, thanks for your help, Mr. Star. He smiles brightly. No problem at all. Another small silence drifts between us. I clear my throat awkwardly. I suppose I should leave then. I blink. His tone made it feel like a trick question. Yeah, I'm not sure how much hearing you all do here. This faraway seems pretty safe aside from the smoke. Once the aliens are gone, the smoke will clear up. Just stay inside and try not to breathe too much of it in. I look around and start in the surroundings for the first time since we landed. This area looks really familiar. What's your name? I'd love to take you out to... Oh, it's my neighborhood. Oh, my apartment is right here. That's so lucky I don't have to call a cab to get home. That's all she cares about, calling a cab. Like, I don't think you'll even get a cab with all the aliens and the monsters. Binary Star looked a bit awestruck. I cringed, realizing that I just interrupted him. Oh, sorry, what were you saying? It's nothing. Okay, well, I should probably go inside then and not distract you from hero duties. Thanks again, Mr. Star. I give a small wave goodbye while we're walking towards my apartment. I enter into my apartment, tossing my stuff onto the counter. I send Haley a text letting them know I made it home safe. Switching on the TV, I flip to the news station. On the news shows, flashes of light and color as the heroes battle the long-legged aliens. The street signs of the cafe flies across the screen, slamming into one of the creatures. It suddenly occurs to me that Ray could have been in the area. I scramble to grab my phone. The phone rings a bit and goes to voicemail. Hi Ray, this is... The phone begins to vibrate in my hand. It's Ray calling me back. I quickly answer. Hi. Hey Celine, you called? Yeah, I'm not sure if you heard the news, but stay out of West District today. There was silence on the other line, and I thought I heard a scream. Ray? Yeah, oh sorry, I must have spaced. I heard the news. I'll be sure to stay out of West District. A large crash resonates in the background of the call. Is everything okay? Yeah, why? I just thought I heard something. Is that so? Yeah, it was like... I glance up at the news program. On the live screen in the background of the news report showed national hero Binary Star talking on his cell phone. Hello, Celine? That's funny. That's really funny. And she's like, I think it's really you now. I'm dating a superhero. Binary Star's mouth movements lined up perfectly with Ray's voice through the screen. My mind couldn't believe what it was seeing. Hi. Are you doing okay? You seem kind of off. The movements of Binary Star's mouth matched up perfectly with Ray's voice in my phone. Ah! Out of shock, I hurl my phone across the room. It slams into the wall, the screen going black. I see Binary Star know Ray mouth my name on the TV program first, confused and concerned. Ray mouths my name one more time into the phone. He then puts his phone into his pocket. Half a second later, a cloud of dust remains from where he once stood. Oh, he's coming to me now. It's funny. That's so funny. Some part of me knew it would only be a matter of minutes until he was at my door. I grabbed my jacket and keys, running outside as fast as I can. My heart was beating a million miles a minute, and I knew I needed space for my thoughts to process what I just discovered. How could you not figure that out, dude? I sprinted from my apartment building. Once I knew I was in the clear, my gait slowed. Let's just think. My heart pounded in my chest as I walked the lonely residential streets. National hero Binary Star is without a doubt Ray, a guy who only orders black coffee and always looks tired. They just seem nothing alike. But I can't deny that Binary's interview in the magazine had the same interests as Ray. I mumbled to myself. Binary Star is always smiling. To the people, he's a shining example of patriotism, courage, and kindness. Ray, on the other hand, looked like he would willingly jump off a bridge at the slightest inconvenience. I continued to walk, making my way deeper into the suburb. Binary Star is so optimistic and charismatic, but Ray seems like every sentence he utters takes a week off of his life. If I didn't see it myself, I truly wouldn't have believed it. I stopped in my tracks, the realization coming back to me. The Binary Star that saved me, his eyes weren't red. His eyes were a deep black, just like Ray's eyes. I buried my face into my hands and groaned. Have I really just been flirting with Binary Star this whole time? This situation is just so poopin' weird. What situation? It's you again. Double. As I look up, I only get a glance at his face before I'm being knocked out cold. Come on, Binary, save me, my Binary Star. I soon wake up to the sound of dripping water, of Chinese water torture. I glance around dreamingly. Probably got me tied somewhere. Soon I come to. This is not my apartment. I jolt awake, whipping my head around desperately. The scenery of a concrete warehouse graces my vision. Boss, Starlight Sparkles is awake, one henchman calls. I tried to scream, but the cloth gag prevented me. Classic. As if being summoned by my thoughts, Double walks up, crouching in front of me. Where's my superpowers? Come, I don't have any superpowers. Am I just like lame or something? Lame Starlight Sparkles. Wakey, Starlight Sparkles. He grabs my face, jostling it back and forth lightly. Oh, don't look so spiteful. You're going to make me feel hurt. I yank at my ties, but they are so tight that I don't think even I could slip out of them. Double winks as if reading my mind. Reinforced just for you. And you think I don't know you. Let's face it, Celine, nobody knows you better than I do. Nobody. Yes, but Binary Star knows me. And he likes cats, like me. Double pulls out a knife and my blood runs cold. So, I'd like you to ask you to stay put, Kay? Stare at defiantly, nod. Well, in this situation, he looks kind of dangerous, so I'm just gonna nod. I nod slowly. Double's eyes squint into a smile. Great, glad we're on the same page. Double's ability was teleportation. What's my ability? What can I do? Can I do anything? Useless. An essentially non-violent power by most people's standards. But Double himself is a monster. And the way he could use his ability was creatively horrific. Though I'm not sure if our crew will be able to forgive you. I look up, noticing the 20 or so henchmen that surround Double. I spot Ripley, but he refuses to make eye contact with me. Guilt clouds his features as he stares off into space, very intentionally. I felt a form of rage that I couldn't quite explain. Despite the fact that Ripley has already been through what I was about to go through. You see, my men here want to rip your throat out. Do some lasting damage. You betrayed us, Starlight Sparkles. What? I didn't betray you. I just ran away. I wanted a life of my own. I wanted to work at a cafe as a barista. I wanted to get a pet cat. That's all I wanted in life. Not like I betrayed anybody. He spits my old Elias out of his mouth as if it were the remains of a chewed-up sunflower seed. That hurt. We were family. Closer than family. Right? All of the henchmen shout agreements. It was obvious that their rage has been worked up by Double for months at this point. And now they wanted to get even. What did I do? I tried to stop my body from shaking, but it was in vain. Well, what can I do? What's my power? Where's my ability? Come on, I must have some sort of ability. Double catches my feeble attempts and smiles, evil, intentional. Now, Night Crew, what do we think would even the scales? An eye for an eye, right? What our little Starlight Sparkles did to us is a betrayal that will never heal. So I would like to encourage something that is also lasting. So our dear Starlight Sparkles will never forget their betrayal of the crew. Double laughs, glancing at me. Poetic, don't you think? The henchmen get eager. I see a fair amount of faces in the crowd that I haven't seen before. And some faces I used to know are gone. I can't suppress the shiver that runs down my spine at the thought of what could have possibly happened to them. So men, what would even the scales? Finger! The henchman shouts. The excitement in his tone makes my blood run cold. 2 fingers! The men laugh at the casual one-upping as if the reality of my fingers weren't at stake right in front of them. I fight against my own brain that so desperately wants to disassociate. What's my ability? Can I, disappear or something? Can I, throw glitter power at them? Glitter like Starlight Sparkles? Aw, Starlight Sparkles, you are so popular. Looks like they want any part of you. Double laughs, genuinely enjoying my fear and the chaos. The crowd goes wild and my stomach churns violently. So we have our conclusion then. The men cheer. Uh-oh, am I about to lose a finger like a mafia? Oh no, this is horrible. He holds out his hand and the knife is replaced with a larger machete. Binary. Now's about time you should show up. Ripley, bring the ice. Double turns to me smiling. So, here's the deal, honey. He unwraps my ties, grabbing one of my wrists and slamming my hand down on the cinder block in front of me. I'm going to cut 2 fingers off. One of them I'll be keeping for myself, as a little token of penance for what you did. The other, I'll give it back to you, all nicely wrapped up in an ice bag. I'll even let you choose which finger you want to keep. I want you to have that decision because I love you. Then you will be free to desperately search for an ER to reattach it for you. Just like I desperately searched and searched for you. He leans back, a shallow smile on his lips. He folds my fingers, except for my index. Don't squirm so much. If I mangle it or make the cut too low, they won't be able to reattach it. He touches the cold knife to my finger, making a small cut where he plans to aim for. My stomach twists. Binary, where are you? I attempt to look away, but his hand with the machete quickly moves to my face. He grasps my jaw, forcing my face back to its original position. No, don't you dare look away from me from this. You have to witness the loss of something valuable, just like I did. You're screwy Louie, dude. If you close your eyes, I will take another finger for good measure. Tears begin to streak down my face. Oh, Celine, oh, it's okay. Double coos, stroking away some tears before moving back to my wrist. Don't cry, honey, this will be over before you can blink. The tears refuse to stop as I begin to sob out of fear. I'll take care of you nicely throughout the healing process, promise. He leans forward, placing a few kisses on my tear-stained cheeks through his mask. He then leans back with a wild smile under his mask. I shake, knowing what was coming next. He raises the large knife in what feels to be slow motion. What the poop do you think you're doing? Oh, my hero! But why is he dressed like that? I look in disbelief. Ray! My ray of light! I start to yell under my mouth gag. Double is going to kill him if he stays here. I panic, but my screams are stopped by the gag that wraps my mouth. Double becomes annoyed and grabs my face violently, looking at me square in the eye. I become silent at Double's stare. Ray seems incredibly upset. Let go. Ray glares at Double, who just laughs. He gets up facing Ray, who steps closer. I'm sorry, who are you? Ray just stares, the same deep glare adorning his face. Look, for your own well-being, I advise you just to move along. You are interrupting a pivotal moment here. Let go of Celine. My hero. Giggling like a schoolgirl, now Double looks ticked off. Let me take Celine and go, then you and your cronies can be free to do whatever you do. Double laughs without humor. Fine, you want to stick around? Don't tell me I didn't warn you. Ray's stern voice cuts off Double. I don't think you heard me properly. I said, poop off. Look at his eyes. Ray's eyes flash a familiar red. A red glow I had seen adorn posters and news programs for years. My hero. Double laughs. Oh, you have got to be pooping kidding me. Double turns to me incredulously. This is your watchdog? Pooping binary star? Double paces, clearly frustrated. Out of everyone, this is your hero boy toy? Poop, damn it. Ray just stands there glowering at Double. Come on, punch his lights out. Melt him, dude. He deserves it. Oh my goodness, I'm getting so much into this video game, I tell you. Oh, I'm gonna be dreaming about this. Ray shoots a glance at my face and expression becomes more furious than ever. Fine, whatever. I guess I'll be the first to take down Binary Star then. The red flash. Double throws the knife, but in a split second it is cut down by an angry red laser. With a yell, the henchmen run towards Ray, their weapons in tow. Blood splatters across my body, as the henchman to the left of me is sliced cleanly in two. His blood splashes against the ground. What happens next is only what can be described as a one-sided bloodbath. You go, Binary! The henchmen soon realized they were no competition for the top hero Binary Star. Some attempted to flee, but that didn't stop Binary Star from slaughtering them like a child stomping a line of ants. As I sat tied up, severed body parts dropped to the ground like piñata party favors. Ooh, organs spilled out of torsos mid-run. They splayed across the ground with splatters that made my mind go numb. Double took advantage of Binary Star being distracted with his henchmen. In a split second, Double used his ability and phased away. I couldn't move. I couldn't scream. My mind was no longer living in the same moment my body was. After what felt was hours, but likely only a few minutes, the last body cracked against the floor. As the concrete floor was decorated like an abstract painting, the binary star approaches me. Oh, creepy. He hunches down with the knife he picked up from the ground. That is kinda unnerving. Looking at that picture. With the knife, he cuts the ties from my wrists. I notice eyes are back to black. Some part of me is thankful for it. But like a gun with the safety on, I feel as relieved as I can, knowing danger is only an impulse away. Celine, are you okay? I can see him say something in a far-off place, but my brain does not register. Celine? He brushes my cheek with his sleeve. I can feel the wet being smeared off. I exist in a different world at this point. I can't even feel my beating heart or my uneven breath. I simply know they are there without me, and that is all. I look at his face, smeared with death. He has a peculiar expression, something I can't quite place. Don't worry, we're going to get you home. As he says my name, I try to respond, but no words surface. Do you think you can get up? Like a puppet, I try to follow his words, but the minute I stand, the world spins and I plummet towards darkness. I wake up with a start. Seeing my roof, feeling my bedsheets, helps to ground me. When did I change into my pajamas? Oh my god, he took my clothes off, put me in pajamas? Oh, I helped. I yell in surprise, whipping my head towards the window. By the window leaned a casual Ray. Ooh, that's a nice image, kinda. It's kinda like... I don't know the word right now. I'm a humble mess. He smokes a cigarette, blowing the smoke out of the window. It's not good for your health, dude. I guess you gotta de-stress somehow, I guess. We look at each other in silence for a minute before he speaks up. You slept pretty deeply. You were out of it. It would probably be best if you got some more sleep. My body shakes at the memories that swarm me. Does that mean it wasn't a dream? You weren't dreaming. Did he just read my thoughts? Sorry, it's a bad habit. I touch my face. There is no blood on it. How? Ray grimaces and blows more smoke out the window. You don't remember taking a shower when you got back. I shake my head slowly, feeling confused. Ooh, did he shower me? Some distant memories start to return. It will probably all come back with enough rest. Just try to take it easy for now. I tried to find the proper response, but words don't formulate. I nod. He should get some rest too, poor guy. Ray sighs. Can I come over there? Sure you can, you just saved my life. I slowly nod again, unsure if I completely meant it. Ray pushes himself off the wall he was leaning against. He places his cigarette in the ashtray and turns towards me. Oh, now he looks kind of creepy now. He approaches me and I can't help but to flinch. He carefully sits down at the edge of my bed and I can't help but to scoot further away from him. I'm sorry for what you had to see. I didn't want you to see me like that. See you acting like a psycho murderer? Well, that's a bad response. Why would I say that? He saved my life. Thanks for saving me. That was honestly a nightmare. I don't think I'm going to get over that for like most of my life. And to be honest, I'm probably at least a bit traumatized. Ray avoids eye contact. He looks uncomfortable. I'm sorry for showing you that. I just wasn't thinking. I panicked, which is new for me. It wasn't pleasant, to say the least. I don't think I'm going to be able to rid my mind of that carnage for a long time. But without you, I'd be forever at the whims of Double, or I'd be dead. Even if I survived and he took me long enough at the whims of Double, and I'd be dead either way. So thanks for saving me, Ray. Ray gives a small, sympathetic smile. I smile back wide, trying to lighten the atmosphere. Or I guess I should say, the top hero binary star. Ray groans. Yeah, I was kind of hoping that me being binary star was something you would never piece together. You do seem completely different from your hero persona. Ray gives me a level look. That guy and I have nothing in common. Well, either way, I think I like Ray better than him anyways. I don't know, I like the other guy better. Ray smirks. That's a first. I open my mouth to reply, but I'm cut off by a dull pain on my jaw. Ow. I rub it, realizing it's a place where Double grabbed me before. Ray comes closer. Let me see. He softly turns my face so he can see where the pain was originating from. His face falls into a deep frown. I don't think you want to look in a mirror for a couple of days. A couple days? I need to go grocery shopping. What, to buy more mac and cheese? No, you don't. What? It's best if you stay here. I'm about to protest, but Ray firms his voice a little. I haven't found double vision yet. My mouth strains into a tight line. Ray's voice softens. Don't worry, I'm going to keep searching. After that bloodbath, Double probably already ran for the hills. Ray gives an uncomfortable chuckle. Maybe, but it's good to stay vigilant. I scanned his thoughts back at the warehouse, and he seems to have history with you. So it's probably best for you to stay inside here where I can protect you. Aww. Ray forces a smile. You still look so exhausted. Ray moves back to the window, looking out at the night view of concrete buildings and urban sprawl. He pulls out another cigarette, bringing it up to his lips. Try to get some sleep. You should get some sleep. I'll keep an eye on you until I have to go to work. Poor guy. I soon become taken by the exhaustion of the day and drift off to sleep. I wake up with the sense that I dreamed about Ray. I drowsily look around the room. Ray must have left for work already. Part of me was a little disappointed. I get up and inspect the fridge. It was pretty empty, so I settled on eating some leftovers. This is a very long game. Throughout the day, I shift between watching TV programs, playing on my phone, and reading my book. I really have to get to bed. I really have to get to bed. I think maybe I should make a part 2 of this, because this is getting really long. I think I am going to make a part 2, as much as I want to continue. Sorry, folks. I think I need to make a part 2, so I'm going to save this. Oakley dokley. And hopefully it will save. And I'm going to return to the main menu. Because I need to make a part 2. This is getting too long. And yeah, I'm getting tired and I have to be up by like 5 in the morning for work myself. I wish I had a binary star. Superhero in my life. Anyways, I hope you enjoy that part 1 of Binary Star Hero. I will hopefully upload the next part 2 in at least hopefully maybe tomorrow or even within a couple of days. And that was SecretDoorGaming, and hope you enjoy this playthrough and subscribe so you can watch more of my fun antics online. Thanks again!